we're going to take a second and we're going to talk about the installation and clutch setting on your Zalkin capper spindle. As you can tell, this is an old style chuck going into the older design for the magnetic clutches. Okay, the first thing you're going to do is you're going to put it up into the capping spindle on the clutch. Rotate it counterclockwise until it bottoms out. Take your spanner wrenches, tighten it down. You're going to take a metric 3 T-handle or Allen, loosen up your bolt in the sleeve here, and there's only one. Remove that bolt, just make sure you don't lose it. Now you're able to lift that sleeve up. Now you're going to take a metric 4 T-handle or Allen, and you'll notice there's this is your setting for your magnetic clutch and how tight you want it. There's another one on the other side of the magnetic clutch, so you'll have 2 per assembly. You'll loosen up that flathead. Up the other. As you know, or as you can tell, now I'm able to rotate that spacer, and that sets your clutch mechanism. Now you can set it. You can tighten that bolt down. Tighten this one down. Lower that sleeve back down. Put your bolt back in. Back up. Now, this is where you're going to have to run a bottle through the machine, capping the bottle to confirm you're within your specs for your removal torque or applied torque. And if you're not, and you're not within the specs, you're going to have to go through that whole process again to setting your magnetic clutch. Okay, so now after that's set, to remove your chuck, take your T-hand or your spanner wrenches, and rotate it clockwise. And remove it out of your magnetic clutch. Alright, now I'm going to show you the Kwik Change design, where you actually have a sleeve here that makes it so much easier, because usually when you're on the line, time is money, and you want to be having a quick changeover, so that you can quick change over your parts and be up and running in no time. Now, this isn't like the other one where you had to unscrew your chucks up into your clutch on your spindles. This is a Kwik Change design where you got a star end on your clutch assembly here. And what you're going to do is you're going to take that up, rotate it so that it seats, pull that sleeve down. Now that chuck is now installed. Now, to set your torque setting on your clutches, instead of having to remove a sleeve, remove a bolt, lift this thing out, make sure you don't lose a bolt and all this nonsense, you're going to take your torque screwdriver. What you're going to do is there's 2 torque set screws on the outside of the lower belt. You loosen up one. Loosen up the other. Now you're able to rotate your bottom ring, which has an indicator on the bottom and on the bell up here, you have little increments, little dial marks where you're going to set. So if you want to go less, you go left. If you want to go more, you take it to the right. And once you have that set, you take your screwdriver, tighten down those set screws. And voila. Now all you're going to do is, like just on the other design, is you're going to have to run a bottle through, check your torques, make sure that you're within your specs for your removal or applied torques to your caps. Then what you're going to do to remove your chuck, you're just going to pull that sleeve down and it lets go of your chuck. And there you go. Install it, same thing. Put it up. Pull that sleeve down, locked in, remove it, pull down, remove.